Debits and Credits is a collection of 14 stories, 19 poems, and 2 scenes from a play by Rudyard Kipling, a British writer who wrote extensively about British colonialism in India and Burma. In 1907, he became the first Englishman to receive the Nobel Prize for Literature. The collection was first published in 1926 and includes bitter and bleak stories about subjects such as adultery, war, death, disease, and the passage of time as a harbinger of sorrow. Most of the stories in this collection are framed by poems. 4 of the poems that accompany the stories are whimsically presented as translations from the B.K.V. odes by Horace, but are actually poems by Kipling imitating the style of the Roman poet. The copyright in the United States expires in 2020. Contents: stories, the enemies to each other, the story of Adam and Eve retold in the style of a Muslim fable, sea constables, a tale of 15 weekend sailors turned naval officers discuss the patrolling of the coast over dinner in the interests of the brethren, an account of the generous hospitality of a Masonic lodge in wartime, the United Idolaters, a tale of school life, in which Storky and Amp co-discover Uncle Remus and outrage a new master, the Wish House. An old Sussex woman talks about the love of her life and the price she paid for loving him, the Janeites. A still bewildered old soldier recalls how he came to join a secret society of Jane Austen admirers and gives his own unique take on her oeuvre. The Prophet and the Country. A stranded motorist meets an exiled American who explains his passionate objection to prohibition. The Bull That Thought. A story about an uncannily intelligent bull with a flair for the bullfight, a Madonna of the trenches. After the war, a soldier reveals the true cause of his shell shock. The Propagation of Knowledge. A tale of school life, in which Storky and Amp co-bait their English master with the curiosities of literature and the Baconian theory. A friend of the family. An Australian soldier avenges his friend by waging war on the home front. On the Gate. A tale of 16. A fantasy in which St. Peter and the administrators of heaven struggle to cope with the surge of souls from the war. The Eye Valor. In a medieval abbey, an artist shows some doctors an early microscope, which provokes debate. The Gardener. A story about respectability and mother love. Poems. The Changelings. The Vineyard. Banquet Night. To the Companions. The Centaurs. Late Came the God. Rahere. The Survival. Jane's Marriage. The Portent. Al-Nasha and the Oxen. Gypsy Vans. The Birthright. A Legend of Truth. We and They. The Supports. Untimely. The Last Ode. November 27, BC 8. The Burden. Play fragments. Goes Watch. Act 4. SC 4. Goes Watch. Act 5. SC 3. Online texts. Banquet Night. Debits and Credits. Debits and Credits at Project Gutenberg, Australia.